Welcome to My Daily Thread. It's a great little place to get a snippet of wisdom from the yoga and the meditation masters to start or to end your day. I'm Jeff Lichty. All right, friends, welcome to the end of the week. And we are still here, and we are still looking for those snippets of wisdom. We are mining for little nuggets. We're doing it's me. I'm panhandling for a little wisdom here. We've been on the Kriyā Yoga from the Sadhanapada. That's the second chapter in the Yoga Sutras of Panhandling, where he says, tapas, svādhyāya, Īśvara, praṇidhāna, Kriyā Yoga. So the Kriya is the action and the yoga in the active or the action life. And it really works well for all of us that are busy and doing our thing. And yesterday we looked at Satchidānanda's commentary, and we were talking, Satchidānanda was referring to the Bhagavad Gītā, and he was talking about how Krishna says in the Bhagavad Gītā to Arjuna, there's a couple different kinds of tapas, and there's physical, there's verbal, and then there's mental tapas. And so these things all really go together as part of our Kriyā Yoga, trying to create clarity. We try to use tapas or austerities of any sort to become clearer and clearer on the path to the goal, on the goal maybe itself, on the refinement of everything, on the whole journey. And so this really, to me, is what tapas is about. And so yesterday we talked a little bit about physical tapas, and Satchidananda got off on the brahmacharya kick, and so we talked about sex. Oy. We didn't talk about it very much. Thank goodness. It'd be like my 14-year-old. He's like, no, Dad. No, we aren't talking about it. No, Dad. Like, no, just no, Dad. Go away. For those of you with kids, you'll maybe giggle. Those of you that don't, enjoy your freedom. Let's talk about the other two, though, today. Satchidananda talks about this austerity of speech, and speech should bring tranquility, and it should be truthful and pleasant and beneficial. Wow, given our current political environment, that is a very interesting concept, isn't it? There's a Vedic teaching, and again, this is all in Satchidananda's commentary. He says, Satyam bruyat priyam bruyat. It means speak what is true, speak what is pleasant. And this is what he says. And one should not speak what is true if it is not pleasant, nor what is pleasant if it is false. If there's something that is true and unpleasant, you try and make it more pleasant. You try and present it in a way a little less aggressive, maybe not causing harm to others. And this is the idea that they talk about. In San Pancho, I had lots of giggles with the family there, with Andrea, and we were talking about how easy it is to finish someone's sentences. It's like, you're right in the conversation and you're right in the middle of it, and I'm totally guilty of this. I'm searching for a word, and then they fill in the sentence. They're speaking, and then I finish their sentence, and I fill the thought, and it is nothing like what they wanted to say. Oh, God. Satchidananda is talking about purifying the speech, but really what I'm trying to do is purify my listening. The tapas is to shut up. I need to shut it and listen. As some friends of mine say, you know what? You've got 2 ears and 1 mouth. Why don't you try to emphasize them in that priority? Anyhow. All right. That you get my meaning. There's lots of tapas that we can do simply by cultivating awareness and strength and discipline in the way that we speak with others in our conversations. Kriyā Yoga in the active life is about trying to create awareness in our active lives. We had so many laughs with this awareness game. We would fill in each other's sentences. And when you've known someone for a long time, it's like you can finish their sentence for them. And part of my tapas is to hold my tongue so I'm not finishing sentences and potentially being wrong. Anyways, we all get this. We've all done it. And this is part of verbal austerity, tapas of the speech. So now, the final thing that Krishna talks about is this idea of mental austerity. And he just talks about cultivating serenity of the mind, good-heartedness, self-control, and a purity in nature. There's lots more that'll come with this cultivation of the purity of our thinking. But a lot of what we're doing here on the podcast, the svādhyāya that we do when we read important material, and that ability to self-reflect. This is what Krishna would call mental tapas, and then ultimately part of what Patanjali calls Kriyā Yoga. And with that, friends, Kriyā Yoga finished. Let's move on, because I want to talk about some other stuff. I hope you've had a wonderful week, and I hope that moving into the weekend, you can find some peace, some serenity with your Kriyā Yoga. Om, peace out. As always, our post-show note. If you wouldn't mind sharing this with some friends, that would be great for the podcasty people. But you know what? More than anything, I really want you to succeed in your practices. So if you need a little hand with that, look me up through the website, jefflichty.com, contact page, and see if I can give you a hand. Peace out.